Hey guys, so we are starting a new series, Painting Your Gun. So, on the first episode that we have here, sorry about all the flies, we're doing this outside because of COVID. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is if you should paint your gun. Now, a lot of guns actually do look pretty good painted. This P30 here has a bit of red tint to it and has kind of that post-apocalyptic look to it. We have this shotgun here. It's pretty cheap, but it has kind of a winter camo job, which does look pretty good. Then we have a few of the more eye-catching things, like this. You won't really see this very often. But there are those certain guns that you just don't want to paint. And that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. Okay, so, first thing we're going to talk about are SIG pistols. Some of them look okay, but say the SIG P229, don't paint it. It looks good in black. If you do any kind of painting to it, at least just do the frame, or if you decide to do it all, one color, because a camo job on this just looks hideous. Why would you do anything like that? Second thing is guns that are supposed to be original, like this M4. This is not the kind of gun you want to paint. I understand if it's a more modern M4, but this is a classic with a nice Colt-looking stock with a square notch up to the carry handle, and then the sling swivel on the side. It's just, it looks original, and for some reason I just can't mess that up. And one of the last things we're going to go over is most HK guns. So this MP5 looks good in black. You don't want to paint that. It just looks good the way it is. If you do decide to paint something like this, only do the plastic parts, like the stock, maybe the lower, and the handguard. But other than that, just leave it the way it is. Some guns look best that way. So that's what we wanted to go over in this episode. And basically, those are the guns that you don't want to paint, but there are a few others out there. I won't go over all of them. But basically, most HK rifles, almost all SIG pistols, and older guns like M16A1s, M16A2s, M4s, and whatnot. So, please take my advice, because I don't want you butchering guns that you don't have to be butchered.